No. No.
You
There's
heard
a
it
very
here
funny
first,
song.
everybody. Eric has the clap.
There's a very funny song called "The Clap" by I forget the band
Nobody
name, but it's
cares.
really
Let's get
funny.
into the episode.
Hello, survivors, and welcome to another episode of Will You Survive?
The podcast.
I'm your host this episode. I am Alex, and I'm joined by my co-hosts. They are Eric
Hello.
and TJ.
What's good?
Today, we're going to be talking about the movie Leave the World Behind. I believe it's a Netflix original.
It is.
And in it, I found we had a lot of good conversation about survival. So before I get into my ideas, I wanted to see what you guys thought of the movie.
The ending was kind of mid.
It was garbage.
And Friends isn't even that good of a show.
Okay.
Whoa.
Hang on.
Hey.
Yo,
Hang on.
it's like, yeah, it's an
Oh.
okay show. Like, it's good, you know? Like, I get it.
Whoa,
like, I used to watch that shit
whoa.
at, Nick at Night, you know? But, like, also, you gonna leave your entire family during the goddamn start of the apocalypse for the Friends season finale?
I do agree with that part.
Spoiler, they're still friends. Like, what?
Yeah.
What are you?
Man, canonically, she never even got to see the reunion, so
Yeah, for
Man,
real.
that-
So
that
she
must
isn't even
devastate
seen.
She hasn't even seen the reunion.
she has no
Yeah.
idea. Yeah, no, I do agree with that. I think the ending it ended right at the good part, like right
It was,
when
like,
you would
abrupt.
actually see what would happen. Yeah, I kind of forgot that I was that far in the movie, and then it just ended.
Me too.
And I was like, oh, okay.
All right. So with that in mind, we all know, I think we all agree that the ending could have been better. I think they did something which was, let your imagination handle it all out, what
It was-
happened to all of them.
Yeah, it was intentional, and it was very obviously intentional, and the whole directing style was a little weird. Like the camera shots that they chose, especially in the beginning, like the beginning sequence is very strange.
Mhm.
A lot of zooming in weird spots and like slow zooms, kind of like the Minecraft slow zoom that we did,
Mhm.
TJ. It was a lot like that.
Yeah.
Can I? Okay, I'm gonna date myself. Everybody knows that I'm old as fuck, thanks to you assholes. But wasn't it like very Resident Evil-esque, like OG Resident Evil-esque, where it was like zoom in on the character? I'm showing you, not that and TJ could see, but not that our audience can see. But it's zooming in on you, and then it goes up above, looking down on you.
Oh
And-
yeah, they did that a few times. It was just really interesting camera work.
I would
It
also
was-
like
yeah.
to say this movie is basically you stuck in a house with fucking Julia Roberts for like 2 hours, and I hate Julia Roberts. I think that's another person I dislike. I just dislike her. I hate her face.
Damn!
Fuck you, Julia Roberts. Fuck you, The Rock.
Okay, hang on.
Whoa!
Well, hang on.
Why you always motherfucking people on the podcast, bro?
Julia Roberts. Fuck you.
What is it about Julia Roberts?
Also,
You just
Ethan
don't
Hawke
like her?
and Kevin Bacon are the same person. I get them confused.
I agree. I do agree with that.
I'm
Okay.
like, oh yeah, Kevin
All
Bacon
right.
was in that movie. It was Ethan Hawke. Oh, Ethan Hawke was in that. Nope, Kevin Bacon. And they're both in this.
All right. So basic survival content. We'll cover some of the things first regarding this. One of the things I would say is they were going on vacation. So it's not like you're going to automatically think of survival, right? But they did have a chance to go to the grocery store. They were doing all of that stuff. One of the things, and this might just be me, I'd like to know if anybody else does this. You go on vacation somewhere, I always buy water. Is that just me?
I mean, that's more of a thing in like, if you go to another country, it's like more of a thing. But like, I buy water anyways. Tap water isn't my go-to. Like,
That's
Yeah.
my reason.
That's
I
why.
drink tap water when I don't have like bottled water or like filtered water.
And I'm talking whether it's in a hotel and I've only stayed in like 2 or 3 Airbnbs. It's not really my thing. I've stayed in a lot of hotels, and that's always my thing. I always buy water because I know in hotels it's, you know, you could pay $5 for a small little bottle, or you go to the grocery store and you buy two big, you know, 2.5 gallon jugs, and you're set for a few days.
I do buy water, but like if I were to go to an Airbnb that had like water on the fridge, then I would,
That's
assuming
filtered.
that it's filtered. Like
Those
I would
fridges have
drink that.
filters.
I won't drink just from the tap.
Well, hold on.
Especially where we live.
To quote TJ, hear me out. I don't like
TJ's
using.
the only one who's ever said that.
TJ's never said that?
He's the only
Hear
one.
me-
Only one who
guys,
ever says
hear
that.
me
Yeah.
out.
Hear me out. The only thing I have against using Airbnb fridge is I don't know if they change that filter out.
Well,
like
that's what
it
I'm
should.
saying. If I see the
It's
red
like every
light
6 months you're
flashing,
supposed to change it.
yeah, if I see the red light flashing, then I already know because the fridge will tell you if the filter. needs
What
to
color
be-
light?
You can't see red. I forgot.
Yeah, you know, the gray light.
It's the gray flashing light.
I do have to admit, I don't notice shit like that.
It's normally so.
I don't even notice it on our fridge.
It's actually written on the fridge. It'll say like replace, and then there's
Yeah,
another one that says
that one helps me because it's either illuminated under replace or it's
Order.
illuminated under order.
or it's not illuminated at
Or
all.
there's
Right.
like there's a logo, like a symbol on it. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a hashtag looking thing.
Those ones
That's what's
are
on
the
mine.
ones that I'm talking about. Those ones mess me up
Yeah.
because I can't see them.
Yeah.
Because they're like this. They're like the newer ones are really good because they're like this bright, illuminated symbol. And I heard, I can't confirm this. Maybe you guys can tell me if this is true. But I started being able to see these symbols, and I started being able to see streetlights better, like stoplights. I used to always go by top or bottom, and I've heard, I know this to be true on the streetlights, but I've heard other symbols, they start to add, I think for red, they start to add an element of yellow to it.
I think orange.
And then green, they add an element of blue.
Yeah, I've been noticing more teal instead of green, and more like it's like an orangish red.
And I
instead of
know that
hard
to be
red.
true on streetlights.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing, you go to the grocery store, you know you're good for about 3 days, right?
Yeah, especially the way they were buying. They were just buying for a weekend.
Right. And I don't think, with how far away the store clearly was, I don't think that she went to the store and bought for that day. I think she bought for the whole weekend.
Yeah, she bought for the whole
Yeah.
weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't buy water though, because of the place they were staying.
I get it.
That definitely seems like a place that has filtered water.
And by the way, New York has like some
great
of the
tap water.
best water. Like that one, I do have to admit, they have really, really good water.
I'm only worried about the pipes in that, like when it comes to tap water still. But yeah, their tap water is really good.
But so now let's go off of off the other stuff that was pointed out. Did you notice how they did a good job of showing you how reliant we are? And I think Ethan Hawke's character said it point blank, which I liked, but that's later in the movie.
Isn't that Kevin Bacon character?
Yeah, yeah. When Ethan Hawke told Kevin Bacon, and I forget their names. I have it up here. Let me.
I caught
And
that.
and
TJ. I
and
caught
while
it.
I'm here, for anybody who doesn't know, spoiler alerts. We are talking about Leave the World Behind from 2023.
Oh yeah, that's within 2 years.
Oh,
Spoiler
yeah.
alert.
So, bearing grim news of an unknown enemy and the shocking certainty that the city succumbs to chaos, a sharp-dressed stranger and his young companion disrupt Amanda's and Clay's much-needed family vacation. But the information the unwanted couple brings is inconceivable. Now, a complex, multi-level mystery unfolds before everyone's eyes, whether they like it or not. After all, the unsuspecting tourists have already encountered a series of mysterious, logic-defying incidents during their brief stay. As a result, vague disbelief and a palpable sense of threat ratchet up the tension, rendering modern technology unreliable. And the question remains, in a rapidly disintegrating world where nothing makes sense, what can you do to protect your own and what used to be your cherished ordinary life? So that's kind of what I wanted to get to, is all of the modern conveniences we have. We saw this dude really failed in using maps. Like he couldn't get his GPS, so he couldn't even make it to the store. All of the regular basic things, all of them kept reaching for their devices, of course, for different reasons, but all of them kept reaching for their devices, right? They wanted to go back to the modern convenience. And I do think that's what it would be like up front. Now,
Yeah, for like the first, probably just like the first day or two. But
you think that's short?
I think once people lose hope of it coming back, I think your phone's useless at that point, you know? What are you going to do with it? I think after a day of you keep pulling it out, expecting something, and now you know when they saw that, I think it was a nuke.
No, those were just bombs.
Okay. When that bomb went off in that city, I think that's when they realized, like, oh shit, this isn't going back to normal anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at that point, most people would just abandon their phone because now you're literally just carrying around a block.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't do anything.
You could use it for
Now,
things.
Well, I mean, I would say like Eric has 1 billion songs downloaded on his phone. Those would still work.
Yeah, I would still I could still use that. But my point being, like, you're not going to be reaching for it for maps and anything like that, because for the widely, pretty much every feature in your phone is going to be useless at that point.
I agree with the sentiment. I disagree with the length of time. I think we would be looking for our phones for long after. I would probably suggest weeks.
But I think people adapt.
It would be the
quickly.
hope. The hope. No, we don't. We really don't adapt quickly at all. We have a hard time adapting in modern society. We have a hard time adapting to change. And I think
I'm not as like addicted to my phone as like most people are.
Yeah, I don't think I am either.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of the younger Gen Z and such that are like kind of on their shit all the time. And also the older people who are on Facebook all the time, you know?
Try to judge yourself in a crisis, in an emergency. I have to do this because it's going to be relevant for all people listening. Everybody will know exactly what I mean. Let me just take you to Tuesday night, the election, right? That wasn't catastrophic, if you will, but everybody was looking at their phones. Every few minutes, you're looking at your phone. You're looking at your phone. You're looking at your phone. Think with that same level, if not more, from a disaster occurring, which is worse because they had it worse because they didn't know anything, right? It would be one thing. I think you might be correct if it was you're in the city and you know everything is FUBAR.
But
they're out in like...
They're out in the boondocks.
Yeah, they're
and they
not
don't know
no
anything.
information, no nothing. But like at a point, like your internet's not working, the TV's not working, everything's not working. So like at a point, why are you gonna start checking your phone? It's not gonna.
What are you gonna do? It's clear that everything is down.
Yeah,
It's the hope that it's gonna come back up. That's what everybody would be checking for.
I mean, I would definitely keep my phone to check to see if it is a short-term thing, but it's not going to be like, I'm not going to be in the middle of in the middle of this situation and be like, oh, I forgot Instagram's down. I'm not going to be doing
I'm not
that.
thinking
I think
Instagram.
My main use for a phone in the apocalypse would probably be to like check for things like near my ass.
Flashlight.
You know? Like, you ever get like a pimple on your like butt cheek and you need to like look at it so you take
as a
picture,
mirror?
You know?
You are the weirdest freaking person.
I think that would just be like the main purpose. What else are you gonna use a phone for? It can't like
Silly
a flashlight.
Me
That's it.
Yeah. Flashlight.
A level?
Calculator.
Why are you building cabinetry in the freaking apocalypse?
A level?
Like,
what, do you have a level app on your phone?
I do have a level app on my phone, but that's just because I'm.
What the fuck?
It works.
No, I disagree with all of that.
You disagree with the level app?
I wouldn't use a level app in
you're
an
gonna
apocalypse.
be freezing cold. You're gonna freaking open up your lighter app.
Campfire app.
But I agree with the sentiment. I disagree with the length of time. I don't use my phone for a mirror like that.
Oh,
you
there's
fucking
definitely
weirdo.
been at least one gooch pic in your phone.
No.
You're like, that's so weird. You got like ingrown hair, you know? Yeah, check.
No.
Oh, no.
I got a wife,
Everybody,
dude.
Alex just sticks his ass in his wife's face. Everybody knows.
That's right. So
Hey,
no,
babe,
I've never done that either. So, with all of that, I don't think, we're all agreed. You're out in the middle of nowhere. There's no getting any information,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're stuck.
Yeah.
Especially if you're incapable. Now, I pride myself on my ability of finding my way around. When I drive somewhere, I know how to get back, right? So
Me
I
too.
do judge him kind of harshly that he couldn't find his way back to the store. I'm really kind of like peeved by that. Number one, because what? And now I'm gonna sound very sexist here, but what kind of a man are you that you don't know how to get your family out of there safely? Like that's a major point. You cannot be driving aimlessly, just relying on your freaking GPS and not knowing how you can get back out in an emergency. You always got to be thinking that way. But with the older conveniences, let's say you're able to get a hold of a map. Which of you guys can read a map? And
I can.
Well, like,
can read a
if
map?
I just know my general area, I can find where I am.
That's how I got us out of the Alaskan wilderness.
a map.
Yeah, because Google Maps didn't work, but I could still see the map.
Google Maps has an offline mode. You could use it as a
Yeah,
map.
so I just found where we started, kind of guesstimated where we walked, found a fork in the river that we were by, and then found out where the nearest houses were, and we walked in that direction.
I wonder if that would have worked. Was this guy so lame that he couldn't even pull up Google Maps offline?
Yeah, you
He
can
was
literally
driving.
just pull it up offline and
So, okay, but my real question is, do you guys know how to read the old school Thomas guide?
I've never used one, but I'm sure I could figure it out.
I don't know who Thomas Guide is. I'm
Damn.
assuming he's very good with maps.
I don't know who Mr. Guide is, but
It is the map. It is the map. It is a map of your entire state.
Oh,
yeah, but I have a map of the world.
I don't need
so
a
why do I
map to
need
my
that?
state. I know where shit is.
That's how I feel.
I just need to know east, west, north, south. Boom, I know exactly where I'm heading.
Yeah, me too.
Must be
Tacoma,
nice that you can
that
drive
way.
from.
Seattle that way. Well, I want to go to
Must be
Spokane,
nice.
that way.
You can drive from one end of your state to the other in like 2 hours. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours.
I mean, we literally
Oh.
just have to take the 5 north.
just because you live in an
until we hit a different
elongated ass state don't mean nothing, sir.
Actually, I think it would be harder to navigate your way east than it is north, because
California's
if you
Yeah.
go
cut up.
north, you literally just take the 5 the entire way up the west coast,
There needs
or
to be
the
a
1.
North California and a South California.
Well,
There's no
I
reason
kind
these
of
guys-
agree.
you're already a little mixed up there because the one
Oh, it's not an interstate.
it turns into the 101.
Yeah. So the
Oh yeah,
5,
if
though, the 5
I
takes you all the
need
way
to
up.
get to California, I-5's right over there, baby.
Yep, just 5 south the whole way. Also, I agree. There does need to be Northern California and Southern California, and I think that has to do with policy, specifically with agriculture and farmland, because Southern California knows nothing about that, and they make laws for that.
It's true.
Because
Which I think
all you
is
have over there is
strange.
dirt,
Yeah, we got sand, dirt, and
you can be dirt
Hollywood.
farmers.
And so Hollywood essentially makes the policies for all the farmers up north who are like, you don't know shit about farming.
So only because you actually come from Texas, one of our
Ranching country.
one of our survivors says try navigating Texas.
Oh,
I
it's
can
just
get pretty much
First
anywhere
off, I would never be in Texas.
after growing up here. So you grew up in Texas.
Mid.
Do you think you can navigate around it?
not anymore, because I don't remember all the highways that well. I'm sure if I had a map, I could figure it out. I would know where the major cities are and how to get there. San Antonio, though, has some of the dumbest streets I've ever seen in my life. And I think even people native to San Antonio get lost in San Antonio because of how dumb the roads are. It's like a toddler took crayons to a paper and they're like, that's the road map.
What is that? Los Angeles of Texas?
Los Angeles roads make sense compared to San Antonio.
Wow, really?
Yeah, like once you know the LA roads, you're like, oh, it's one of these kinds of merges again. Oh, okay, gotcha. I can anticipate it. San Antonio is just like an interesting turn. Like around every corner, it's just an interesting.
I'll tell you straight
New
out.
thing.
5 freeway south, just past Los Angeles, just past the 60 freeway. I cannot stand that fucking freeway. Because no matter where you are on what lane, you end up over in the right lane.
Oh yeah, lanes just appear and disappear the whole time.
Oh, dude.
You're just, no matter
It's
what you
so
do,
annoying.
you end
So
up in the
fucking
right
stupid.
lane. Like you have to keep changing lanes, getting over left. It's
Just
insane.
let me get in the left and stay in the left.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're going crazy because you're like, how the fuck am I over here again?
So all of this comes to, if you go somewhere unfamiliar, it might be a good idea to look at a map of where you're going, even though you have GPS and all of that. Consider the fact that you could be going somewhere that doesn't have a signal.
Yeah, take note
Right.
of
You can't
major
get a signal.
areas.
Take note of major areas.
I mean, that's the main thing. Like, I get it if I'm just going on vacation, right? I'm not looking up I'm not looking up a map of the place around me, but I should know how, like, the direction where home is. And, like, I would remember which way into the city I came and how to get back out of that
Mhm.
and go to where I'm going. At least in California, I've gotten very familiar with the Los Angeles area, the northern Los Angeles area. So it's always nice when I'm driving through for some other random business and I'm like, oh, I know where I am. And so I feel pretty confident that I'm good at backtracking my steps.
I think being able to, backtrack your steps is great. And you got to be able to do that in a car as well. Like know
Mhm.
where you came from
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
how to get back.
Just in this movie, not a Tesla.
Okay. So before we get there, since we're going to go into navigation, right? Real quick, let's just cover something real quick. Do you guys know how to make a compass out of nothing, out of, small items?
Oh,
You can do it with like
it's like a
water
paper clip.
and a leaf and some other shit.
I wouldn't know how to do it, but I know you can do it.
Water, a leaf, and a paper clip.
Yeah.
Any kind of metal. It can point north.
But like I
Yeah.
can find north anyways.
Yeah, just look at the sun.
That navigation aspect out of the way, what did you guys think of that scene where the ship came up on shore?
That was gnarly. That was pretty cool.
I would have just stopped it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How would you have done that?
Just walked in front of it and stopped it.
You know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I would have done?
Superman.
You know what I would have done? I would have let you.
Yeah.
Because
Because you're
when
safe in my hands.
That's right.
when I was watching the boat hit the sand, a small intrusive thoughts was like, I could ride that sand.
I could ride.
That sand that was piling up. I was like,
You
I
know,
could ride that like a wave for sure.
I'm kind of proud of like the characters though because they ran to like the left and the right instead
Right?
of going far back.
Exactly.
Like
That's
I
true.
watch so there's a YouTube channel called CinemaSins and he references Prometheus a lot. And he'll be like, "Oh, these characters clearly went to the school of Prometheus running away from things or whatever." And in Prometheus, there's this big ass like donut ship, I think, and they're just running like where it's rolling instead of just going to the left or the right where they'll be safe. And I find
You know
like,
who
a lot
kind of did that in
movies
this
do
movie?
that.
I forgot his name. Who was the homeowner's name?
George.
George. George did that when he ran away from the plane that was
Oh, yeah, he
coming
just
at
ran
him.
back.
Yeah. That was pretty nuts. So, all right. That one was crazy. All the planes falling out of the sky are crazy. But do you guys think it was absolutely freaking bonkers of Amanda and Clay to not tell George that they witnessed that ship run aground, like right in front of them? When he's talking about a blackout in the city, like the reasoning that she gave for not wanting to tell them what was going on was she didn't want to confirm that it was a bigger deal than she was trying to make it out.
Fucking Julia Roberts.
I mean, so the whole thing, like my thing
I think
with
this
that-
movie proves that Julia Roberts is a racist.
Oh my dude, that chick was insufferable and
she's
so
crunchy
racist.
looking, for 57. This bitch look crunchy.
She was so. I like
She-
Julia Roberts. She played such an insufferable role in the beginning. Man, she was unlikable. But I don't know. I don't really feel any way about the what was it called? What was the ship? It was a tanker.
It was oil tanker.
Oil tanker. That's what it is. I don't really feel any way one way or the other about the oil tanker and them not saying it. I don't think it would have hurt to say it. I don't see how it really changes anything if they do say it. So I just thought it was like they just didn't bring it up. It didn't flow naturally into the conversation. It didn't. I don't know. I didn't think they were like trying to hide anything.
Yeah.
No, she said she was.
Yeah, but when they brought it up and they're like, "Why didn't you say anything?" Well, she was like, "Why didn't you mention it?" And he was like, "I don't know. I didn't think about it. Like, why didn't you say anything?" That's kind of where I was at. Like, I wasn't really thinking anything of it. It wasn't like trying to hide it or anything. Like, I probably honestly would have forgotten to mention it with everything else that was going on.
I mean, with all like the, they don't know shit. Like everything, they, all this. There's no information coming in, so I feel like it's like in their mind, like it's better to hold on to information rather than give it away, because that's the only thing they really got is what they seen with their eyes. Yeah.
Let me ask you this: was that in your mind through hacking of the internet, the webs? The Teslas. Mm-hmm. In your mind, is that even plausible?
Yes.
Yeah, that's completely possible.
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you know why I say no?
Why?
Because you have to turn on the internet and allow access to the internet. You can't target the internet wirelessly to exclusive.
But can't you target Tesla's network?
You can target Tesla's network if you bring a network up.
But so let's say they were to only activate that network.
You can't.
Do they need access to the internet?
You need internet.
If they're close
everything
enough to
works on IoT.
Planes full of freaking paper that have like Chinese words on it. I'm pretty sure they're close enough to just have those. Like they're close enough to control the cars from where they're at.
That's an interesting.
They send out a signal.
But wait. But see, that's where the line in my head falls apart.
That's interesting.
Because they could be inside of the country, but they would need operatives in every single state and every single major city doing the same exact thing at the same exact time. You wouldn't be able to just turn off the internet and then turn it on by choice, right?
Well,
if you're turning it off so that the United States government, the military is down and they can't do anything and they can't alert the people, there's no access to anything, which, by the way, this is the reason why you need AM FM radio.
But
because AM FM radio can't
down.
be hacked. Yes, it was.
No. Like whoever was attacking the U.S. in this movie, their internet was not down.
They probably had a network, but
so could they have not have used satellites to take over the Teslas remotely?
No, because what is the Internet of Things? The Internet of Things just runs off of a network, right? So if you bring up that network, if you bring up a network, everybody will see it, right? You'll have a network. But the problem is that like little Wi-Fi devices, stuff like that, they won't just turn on by somebody turning on a network. You've got to connect them. And that's what you would have to do to the Tesla. You would have to put the Tesla network onto that private network in order for it to work. Or you just bring up a public network.
Or it's all a conspiracy and Elon Musk was working with said people, whether that was
kind of on that topic,
one country or multiple countries.
So wait, are you suggesting that Elon was in on it?
Elon's probably in on it.
Okay,
Fuck.
I just want to point out
to get to Mars. I think
I just want to point out.
That's why it's called "Leave the World Behind." See, I solved it.
Oh damn!
It's all about Elon Musk and how he wants to go to Mars.
He's taking us to Mars.
He's going to rename Mars into
Case
X.
closed. All right.
Mars X.
Yeah, Mars X.
What were you going to say?
Can we talk about the fact that Tesla and Starbucks definitely paid a shit ton of money
dude,
in
right?
this movie?
Right?
I mean, yeah.
For how much their brand was just shoved in your face.
So now mine is I've got to be so much more invested in that. I'm gonna have to research that whole internet thing.
That's an
Stealth Queen says, I think it'd be less of a turning off the internet and more blocking it, which I believe is true. But again, you can't quite block the internet and then access inanimate objects. Like you have to have somebody on the other side. Maybe if someone is in Tesla who's connecting all of their network into this network, this private network they create.
Well, okay, so at the end of the movie, when she was in the bunker, there was that screen that was saying the White House and places were being taken over by rogue agents, it would not be the craziest stretch of the imagination to imagine that potentially they had agents go to Tesla headquarters and do exactly that.
Possible.
And I'm
Connect
pretty sure
them
all
remotely.
Teslas are connected.
Okay.
Yeah, all Tesla.
They're all
That's the whole
connected.
point
Right.
of
So
them.
once
Right.
you get into one,
Once you get in, you're in.
and you get the vulnerabilities, you know, you can get them all and just have them. You know.
So I do think it's plausible
Which,
because I
real
think that's
quick-
one of the concerns that people have with so much technology in cars.
Okay,
is
that's
the
where I was gonna
potential
go.
of them being taken over.
Real quick, how freaking dumb is autopilot with the knowledge that hackers exist who could definitely take over your car?
It's just scary that like we saw it happen with Windows where they put out that update that shut down like the whole internet for like a day and it messed up airlines and all that.
So like
It's so easy to make
that's,
one little
you know,
mistake.
Yep.
that goes back
Yep.
to like, you know, Y2K. The reason
Yeah.
Y2K wasn't a thing is because motherfuckers knew it was going to happen like years beforehand and were working on making sure nothing happened. So that's why it
Yeah.
wasn't a thing, because people worked on it not being a thing. So like shit can happen.
They're here.
Who?
The zombies.
I thought the gate would stop them.
They knocked it down instantly.
How much time do we have?
They're already here.
We should have bought that beautiful Los Angeles dream house in that safe neighborhood that Corinne showed us.
I know, it was so much more defensible, and Corinne would have had us moved in before the apocalypse.
Do you think it's too late to call her now?
I'll try. No! Ah! We should have called Corinne sooner!
Don't wait until it's too late. Call Corinne Salas today at 714-510-6443 and buy your Los Angeles dream house now. That's 714-510-6443. You can also find her on Instagram at Next Home by Corinne or visit her website at corinnesalas.nexthomegrandview.com. That's CORINNESALAS.nexthomegrandview.com. After all of that had gone on, we have the issue with her son. Let me look. What was his name again? Archie. Where his teeth started falling out. Now, I'm going to let you guys tell me, what do you think was the cause of that, and why was he the only one
Sonic
subjected to it?
Yeah, so
I'm sure just maybe he was closer to it or something.
Kevin Bacon's character mentioned it, and he said it was radiation, that it was
Ooh.
emitting radiation levels, and that there was some people reporting that their teeth would fall out. Now, he said some, not all. I do think it was weird that only Archie was affected by this, and you could even see he was getting physically sick, but they also, right before he started getting sick, they showed him very explicitly getting bit by that tick in the
Right.
forest, which I thought it was so weird that they put so much focus on that. And it was only brought up one more time when he was throwing up and he was like, maybe it was that bug that bit me. And they were like, what bug? And he was like, I don't know. I just got bit in the forest. And then it was never brought up again.
Yeah.
Right.
So and shit like that can happen, you know? Like
Yeah.
tick, there's a tick, a Lone Star tick. It can just make you allergic to red meat.
Mm-hmm.
You could just
Huh.
never eat
Yeah.
steak or drink milk or cheese or what. It'll just make you allergic to it, and you just can't have it. So
Now,
like,
I know that
it can.
I know that a tick bite can cause, as he said in there, Lyme disease. I know that for a fact. That is a common failure with ticks. Now,
think we've gotten
now,
past it.
now I'm just going to be silly, but little silly warning. In another universe, couldn't he have become the tick, being bitten by a radioactive tick?
Mm.
Isn't that how it happens? Spider-Man was bit by a. Was it a radioactive spider?
Yeah, it was a radioactive spider. Did you
yeah,
hear
I
about that
mean-
little boy who let a black widow bite him because he thought he would turn into Spider-Man?
Oh, come on.
yeah,
but-
he's okay, but
Oh, good.
he suffered it out for like 2 hours, and then he told his mom, and then they took him. He was smart.
Okay.
He captured the spider and he kept it.
Yeah.
And so when it got bad and he was like, oh yeah, I gotta tell my mom, they were able to bring the spider with them to the hospital, and they were able to
Let me
beat
bring
it.
That
up
should've
something to
turned
you
into
guys.
necrosis, man. You just gotta
I gotta-
start necrotizing.
Actually, I don't think black widow bites will do that.
Brown
Brown
recluse.
recluse
Yeah.
bites will do that. Black widow bites just fucking hurt.
just
from
hurt?
what I've
Okay.
heard. I've heard they're
So
just really. They just
I've
hurt
got to
so
bring
bad.
up something. Carpe Diem brought this up in the chat, and this is relevant to our podcast. Did you guys hear about the research facility that lost baboons?
No.
Yeah,
It was in South Dakota.
That dude.
40 freaking baboons.
Planet of the Apes is gonna happen now.
Dude, I don't think Planet of the Apes. I think that's freaking 28 days later.
Nah, dude, I'm thinking Planet of
The
the
rage
Apes. I'm gonna go
virus.
outside. There's
Yeah.
gonna be a big ass freaking chimpanzee. He's gonna be like, no, and I'm gonna be like, my bad.
You're like, fair enough.
What do you want me to
Good day.
pick? I can pick up this. What? I'm yours now. I don't know what to tell you.
I have
could-
shit
you
in
could
my
just-
pants. You
yeah,
have
could just
dominated me.
Rip
I
off
don't know
my
what
face.
to tell you.
Sorry, I give up.
Nope, I'm not worried about that one. I'm worried about 28 days later.
No, I didn't hear about that. What were they working on?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh,
Now we're
Yeah,
all gonna get
I mean,
clapped
what are
from the
the-
monkeys and
What are the options? What are the option? Not options.
you
Not
or a loved
options.
one
I
been
didn't
fucked
mean
by a monkey?
options.
we're gonna get the
well,
monkey
you may
clap.
be entitled to compensation.
Oh my god, you're the exact reason why we keep getting restricted.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
sorry, I
TJ's fault.
can't call them monkeys anymore. They're people.
Give him the warning.
Oh,
Give him the
no.
warning. Give him the warning.
Oh no!
Give him
I'm
the
black.
warning.
I'm black. I'm warning.
Okay. So now
Can't call him that anymore.
I want to go to the final. That was bad. That was really. And I don't know if anybody in the chat actually caught that because that was really bad.
Good.
Wait, I hope you know. I didn't. I was just repeating what he said.
Good.
Dude, I mean, no, I know that was what TJ
Okay.
said. I heard him. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you might have screwed yourself because you repeated
only
what he
hear
said and
me?
they only heard you say it. So it's like, oh,
Sometimes-
we start seeing the viewers drop.
Oh man,
It would either be that they
viewers
would all
would go
drop or
up.
you'd see it start flying off the
it'd
handle.
Skyrocket, followed by me getting clipped.
Should I clip
It would
that?
just be It's just a soundbite of TJ being like, "Warning, I'm black," and then me being like, "You can't call him that anymore."
Oh my god. Okay, so with all of that, I wanted to get to the bunker. Did anybody else think that was the most impressive fucking bunker?
That's
That dude, beautiful
be dope.
bunker.
Right?
beautiful bunker. Yeah.
Now,
Freaking plants
did
growing
anybody
down there?
else ask where the fuck are the homeowners?
Yeah.
You have this destination and you're gone. You're
How
not
do you
there.
Get that lucky and find that in New York City.
I think
Yeah.
they were also on vacation.
Okay. You know what? You're right.
That's what I
George
think.
said that. He
Mhm.
said he was going to go to the neighbors thinking that they were not going to be there. It's
Yeah.
like you don't ever see them around this time of year.
So
You're right.
what
Not on vacation. I'm sorry. They weren't on vacation. They went back home. This was their vacation home.
So what I find most annoying about the bunker situation is, first of all, the daughter just dips out on them, says nothing, just gone. And then that meal that she was eating made me want to vomit.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
It was so much sugar. It was just all sugar. It was so much. And then she finds this bunker, and I don't know, maybe I'm just a great person. I got words to say about her. She finds this bunker, and then she's like, yeah, let me pop in the last episode of Friends. Instead of going and telling my family that I found this bunker when everybody seems very scared and weirded out about what's going on, I'm just going to watch the last episode of Friends here because I've been wanting to
Also,
see it.
Just like not nearly enough DVDs. I feel like they definitely needed more DVDs in that bunker. You're gonna end up like
yeah.
freaking Will Smith in the fucking what's it called?
Watching Shrek over and over.
I Am
you're just
Legend.
Gonna start like you're just gonna memorize every freaking everything.
Are you being sarcastic? Because there were so many
They had
movies.
so many DVDs.
Not enough.
No, way more than
think
you
of
would
how
need.
long radiation lasts. And I'm guessing
Okay.
that's probably not the only nuke that's gonna drop.
But think about no. It was number one thing that I've been reading. Modern nukes are not like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They're not going to spread the fallout the way those did. That's why they came up with the term clean bomb. Now, if these were terrorist attacks, which I don't think they were, because they were showing jets flying by and bombing, you heard gunshots, gunfire, all of that. The second explosion was most assuredly in the city. It was something in the city. It wasn't
It was like a power
something
plant or
wasn't
something blew up.
dropped, right? So the first one we didn't get to see, but it was like a big mushroom cloud. It wasn't absolutely enormous or anything like that. But when all of this went down, they were trying to show us what Kevin Bacon's character. Hold on, I have his name here. Why did I not say Danny? When Danny was telling us, he was talking to somebody in San Diego, and he had intel that said it was going to happen in 3 stages, and the third stage was going to be civil war. That we would destroy ourselves from within.
Yeah,
right?
They're going to cut you off from everything. They're going to spread misinformation, and then you'll take care of ourselves. You know, we're all going to start shooting.
And that all of that being the case, and everything else was accurate up to that point, we have to think that they were telling us the truth about what was all of the explosions and fighting down in the city that they were hearing. It was civil war. It wasn't terrorist attacks. It wasn't nuclear bombs going off. These were explosions occurring in the city from, if I may, stupidity. You know, people setting off explosions, and doing something major in a major city can cause a major explosion. But with that said, all of the radiation that was coming from, I don't know what exactly it was coming from, but I do know what you're talking about.
I think
we
it was
saw
the sound waves. And I do want to know, I didn't really catch it too much, but it looked like Archie had radiation burns around his eyes and around his mouth.
Oh, interesting.
Towards the end, like when he was in the car.
Irradiated, your body dies, but you stay alive.
Yeah, like, well, your DNA is being changed. It's being it's actually not being changed. It's being destroyed.
Yeah, so you're
one of the common side effects of radiation poison is your body stops developing new cells.
Yeah, so I think he gave him radiation tablets. I think that's what the medicine.
You gotta keep iodine.
Perk 30s.
Yeah.
Hey, write it out, big dog. You got it.
Make sure you keep iodine on hand.
Write it out, big dog.
Iodine works for many different applications, radiation being one of them.
What he really needed is just some Vicks vapor
Veneers?
really. I think that would have solved his whole issue if he just rubbed a little bit of that on his gums, you know.
Oh,
it would have.
Imagine the taste.
Grew his teeth back, I think.
I think he just needed veneers.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good.
I'd also like one last thing that I want to bring up is that I said it to Eric when we talked earlier before I got on. Because this was produced by the Obamas, I'm sure lots of the stuff in this is highly probable in some way. Like that weapon or whatever fucking Archie got hit with, that's like probably some real shit, you know?
But they all got, well, yeah, there is actually, like, you could look it up. There's been testing, I believe, at the South Pole. There's been testing on like precise weapons that use like sound waves and frequencies. I believe the South Pole, I was reading an article. I don't know how much actual fact is in this article, but I was reading an article where somebody was talking about the kinds of experiments that they run on the South Pole, some of which being targeted weapon systems.
Weather manipulation.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird shit that was called conspiracy for a long time and is now coming out that it's been happening.
Yeah, they said that one of the things the Russians and America set up at the South Pole was weather manipulation weapons that it's mutually assured destruction. Hey, you fuck with us, we could wipe you out too.
It's pretty much the same as nukes.
Same thing, only different.
Yeah.
Right? It's a way to wipe us out, and you can go and claim the spoils of war of the land afterwards without it being radiated.
Yeah.
Anyways, President Joe Biden is an airbender.
An airbender?
He sent the hurricanes.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It was
I would
him.
call that more water bending, but
So those are our thoughts on.
wait, Biden's the Avatar?
Biden is the avatar.
Master of four elements?
And when the world needed him most,
Water,
he vanished.
air shows a hurricane, fire shows the economy, earth.
The economy. So, with all of that, we're going into the conspiracy theory because I do believe in like the MK Ultra was the use of misinformation and misleading people and using movies, and like I think that's one of my favorite things is you put the truth in the movies so that way when people say, "Yeah, the government's doing it. I saw it in a movie." You're immediately discredited, right?
Mhm.
That's the KGB tactic of
Yeah.
give credible information to discredited witnesses.
Yep.
And so
They
I do
also-
think there's that.
I mean, we see it happen in our political system where, I mean, we saw it happen during COVID where there was doctors who were coming out against the vaccine who were constantly
Silenced.
being silenced and discredited, and then later it's found out that it was rather wrong.
Oh yeah,
how
it
they
does.
were handled.
It does cause myocarditis. Who would have thought?
Oh
Come
man,
at me,
these
Boeing.
doctors. Yeah,
Oh damn!
don't say that.
You are just asking for it. All right, so we might as well just find a replacement for TJ.
Yeah, they're-
Boeing's gonna kill him.
They're gonna play
TJ.
clips on the freaking news when I'm dead. They're like, "Oh yeah, no, he said he wanted to die."
Popular.
They're gonna play clips from the podcast.
Yeah.
Popular host of hit podcast. Will you survive the podcast?
Eric and I will be really
Somehow
sad for a
shot
little bit
himself
because
30 times.
Found hanging in his room via suicide with 30 shots to the back of his head.
we were Eric and I will be really, really sad until we realize that Will You Survive the Podcast is off the charts. We're higher than Joe Rogan on
Oh
Spotify.
yeah, no, that
True. We'll
all we
have an
gotta do
episode
is-
where our first video episode will be us at the graveyard with a mic set up at your gravestone.
With a mic pointed at the ground.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Will You Survive? And it's just Eric, the podcast. Yo, TJ, you gotta say it.
You gotta say it. You gotta say it.
We just
There's-
edit in
there's a
someone the whole
button on
time to
it.
be like,
Oh damn! Well, actually, you know what makes that even funnier? We're at your gravesite. Will you survive? He didn't.
Don't be like TJ.
I won this episode.
Oh my god!
You know who
Okay.
didn't have 3 days? You know who didn't have enough water? TJ.
TJ. He didn't follow the rules of three.
This episode is sponsored by Brita.
No, it's not. No, it's not. We have no sponsor of Brita.
Oh man, I
we need
wish. Hey Britta.
Hey, Brita.
Hey, Brita.
You want to sponsor us?
Hey Britta, I'll pee in your filter and drink it if you sponsor us.
Whoa! That is some faith in the product
I'll
right
just pee in
there.
a cup and drink it. If you send me a full
Okay,
Brita
well.
filter.
Wait.
Oh god!
They're like, why would we? Why?
I
You
don't.
know.
Why? I
They're
don't.
like, I don't want you to do that.
Eric,
No.
pee in a
Oh
cup.
god!
Send
Well,
it over
no,
here.
I
Get it.
pee in the Brita filter to show how good it is.
All right, I'm gonna send out some emails. We're gonna try something. Will you guys drink
Yes.
through
I'm
a
sorry.
life straw out of the toilet?
Yeah.
Oh no. No,
Yeah.
it's a mental thing for me. In an apocalypse, I would, but it's a mental thing for me. I will not do that.
You know, I will tell you honestly, I still wouldn't do it.
Can I clean my
There's so
toilet
much like
first?
bacteria.
Yeah.
There's so much bacteria and shit that I think will still
No,
get through.
you know what's funny? There's not a lot of bacteria in your toilet. There's very few. If you put comparison to your sink, your kitchen, there's so many more bacteria in your kitchen sink than in your toilet. The bacteria in your toilet is so absolutely violently nasty.
Yeah.
You know
It
what's-
destroys all other
You know
bacteria.
what's like a survival
crazy.
thing that like is really fucking vile, and I don't know if I'd do it even if I was dying. If your house is on fire and it's full of smoke and you need fresh air, you can take a tube and shove it all the way down your toilet and then breathe the air from down there through the pipe. I'm not
Oh.
breathing shit air from my last breath in a fire. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna burn.
Yeah, that's rough.
You know, here's why I wouldn't recommend that. At least here in LA, I wouldn't do that because there's so much methane. And if you're in a fire, if there's enough
You're
heat,
gonna be combustible.
Well, that air is going to be, you're going to burn, you're going to catch fire in the sewers.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Are there any shutoffs, like emergency shutoffs?
Not in the sewer.
No, that just kind of sits.
If you can ignite methane, it'll take a lot. It'll take a lot. But if you can ignite methane,
Would that just cause like an?
I'd want to see the combusting point of methane.
Would that
see if a
just
house fire could cause it?
Would that just cause like a bunch of like a chain reaction of explosions in people's toilets?
Yeah, it would just be a huge explosion.
Yeah, you ever like
through
put
the sewers.
hand sanitizer in a bottle, shaking it up, dumped out like the rest, and then just lit the top of the bottle? It kind of starts at the top and goes down and kind of expands. You know? No, we should
Never
do
done that.
We should have a science episode.
I would love that actually. That'd be
Survival
so cool.
science with the boys. Today we're gonna pee
Yeah.
in a Brita filter.
Oh,
Hey Alex, who won
I
the
will-
episode?
I will film all of that for you guys, but I am not getting involved. I will not be drinking urine.
Can you use
Pussy.
Eric's beard to start a fire? Find out next time.
Could you use if you had a long enough beard? Could you use it as tinder for a fire?
I don't know. Hair kind of
Ooh,
melts.
Yeah, hair just melts.
Yeah. I don't know.
So just because I am
I mean, that's what happened.
very curious here,
That's what happened to you.
I am looking
Alex
it
is
up, and I was trying to see if I could
Back in the
find
Hindenburg,
it
his hair burned off?
quickly.
Hindenburg hairdo. Band
I think it could catch. I think I'm right. If you can catch methane on fire, so if you allow trapped methane from the sewer to escape and you give access to the fire, fire burns hotter than 890 degrees.
Is it
So
more
I
of
think
a
it would.
bang than a burn? Is it like
No,
hydrogen where
I-
it just explodes?
I think it's more of a burn.
Oh, okay, that's what I was gonna say. Like, would people's toilets start exploding in the nearby houses, or?
It would basically erupt, blowing the sewer up, blowing the street up. All of that would, as soon as fresh air got in, it would stop, but it would like just stay on fire. But it would be like, if it's contained, if it's locked in, yeah, it'll probably be a large explosion. So with that, I think we will give the winner's circle. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Chat, who do you think the winner is?
It's definitely me. For sure, me. It's gotta be me.
You're killing me, TJ.
the peaks on the recording is so funny. That's so
Josh, who do you vote for? Who should be the winner? Let me see. All of you, vote for who you want the winner to be. Is it Eric or TJ? Who's the winner of this episode?
you guys know who the winner is.
In my head, it's by participation,
So me.
by good answers.
So me.
But
I think you should take
Josh says
funny
Eric
into
because
account.
Obama gave him the clap.
Most of the funny in this episode has come from somebody.
Madison says TJ, obvi. So we got 1 and 1.
I am
I'm just saying,
TJ.
I think I need sympathy points.
That's
for
Eric talking.
Me getting
I'm the black one.
clap from Obama.
You know, if
I
you
got
don't
the
vote
clap
for me,
from
you're
Obama,
racist.
Well,
Oh,
hang on.
damn.
No,
You're pulling out
that's-
the election strategy.
And I have something. If I don't win, I have something.
Oh, see, he has a plan for if he loses, for like it's supposed to happen.
If he's supposed to lose?
If who's winning? I need to know who the winner
Wait.
is.
I got to see what stealth. I've got to vote 1 and 1 right
Queen,
now.
Who wins?
I mean, the black one is funny, but I'm going the other guy.
Let's go.
All right. So
That's-
last episode, I said, "Hey, I'm subtracting 1 future win from Eric. This is that
You
future
don't have
win.
that power. You don't have that.
I have the power. It was
You don't
said.
have that
Hey,
power.
when you're host, you
No.
make the rules,
No.
and it goes
You have
on
power. Yes.
to the
You have power.
host.
No,
What do you think?
no.
What do you think? You think
You
we're
have
people?
power
Do you
during
think
your
that we're the people
episode?
who back out on our word, Mr.
You,
Alex?
but you
host,
can't
sir?
just but you just made an unofficial word. You just made a rule that has no standing.
It
You're no
has
longer the
standing.
host.
I'm gonna
Because I was
I'm gonna
the
tell
host
you.
at
I'm
one point.
gonna tell you what I think about this and why. I do not agree because you're stepping on my toes.
No,
Get fucked,
but
idiot.
Eric said
Because
I just
I'm
have
gonna
to
tell you
remember
what.
it, and it was valid. I will pull up the clip right now.
I do remember saying that.
I know
did
he
I say
did.
that?
He did say
As
you
long
wouldn't
as I
remember.
remember, it is valid. That's all I'm saying.
Did I say that?
But
I don't remember that.
What
I don't remember
Number
that.
one
What
fan
bothers-
official said,
what
okay,
bothers me
TJ won.
about
That's
it-
2 votes for me anyways.
what bothers me
It's
about
a stolen
that
election.
is it takes my authority away. And you don't seem to understand how important my authority is.
Okay, but I do understand how important your authority is.
No, see, I don't think you do,
But
because
hear me out.
I would-
Hear me
I
out.
would-
Hear me out.
what I was
hear me out.
trying to tell you
This
is
guy.
I was going to pick you until you told me
No, but Alex,
I
listen,
can't pick
listen,
you.
I would
listen.
I
never
can't-
question your authority.
I know you would.
Mr.
I
Host,
would
sir,
never,
Mr.
Your
Host, sir.
Honor.
Who
Uh-huh.
really
That-
puts
that
in the
seems
most work in this
disingenuous.
podcast? It's me and you.
Uh-huh.
Eric's just sitting here. You know, I be doing the editing. You're full force on our whole social platforms and stuff. What's Eric doing? I think
You know,
me
I'm
and
here.
you, we could really rule this shit. You know?
You know what I hate to admit, what Eric does? He funds most of it.
I am the money of this organization.
We don't need him.
I think you might.
All right, here's what I need. Here's what I need to decide this right now. I need you guys to tell me what was, don't look, you can't look it up. What was the daughter's name in this movie?
Rose.
What's that?
Rose.
Her name?
Okay. TJ wins.
This is some bullshit.
Come on, I was trying to give it to you. I was trying in every single way.
My least favorite character of the whole show.
Yeah. That's why I picked her.
It's just like,
Bruh.
what's a basic white bitch name? And
All right, well,
Rose.
joke's on you guys. I'm gonna go get water. Also, I didn't want to win anyways.
I know you didn't.
I don't want to host.
I know you didn't. What about
Oh,
me?
he's all
I don't even
sassy.
care. It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me.
We didn't even end the episode yet. He can't just leave.
We did
Okay.
it. You're right. We didn't even end the episode.
And you know what? You ever listen to Distractable? When
yes.
handshake deals. When one person leaves, somebody does a handshake deal. You want a handshake deal?
What is it?
You win next episode no matter what.
All right.
I give you. I
Handshake.
just keep giving you points.
Handshake deal.
Handshake.
Chat, you heard it here first.
Handshake.
Handshake.
There we go. All right. Since Eric's leaving before you even end it. Wow.
I like this rule. This is funny.
The toxicity.
So, do you want to hit him with the socials?
Yeah, you can. Thank you all for listening. You can find us on anywhere you listen to podcasts. I'm talking Spotify. I'm talking Apple Music. I'm talking Good Pods. You know, we are rated pretty highly on Good Pods. Not to brag. I don't think we got our Pinterest back yet. But pretty soon.
Not yet.
You'll be able to check us out on Pinterest. We go live every time we record these episodes on TikTok, so you can check us out there for the whole unedited thing. And if you want to, sub, you can get the full recordings of the unedited podcast on our Discord.
You can get all the
You
crazy
can
shit
email
that we
us
say.
at theboys at willyousurvivethepodcast.com, right? You
Yes.
can check us out on Twitter, Alex and Eric, WYS. You can also send us a love on Instagram, and wherever, every place is Will You Survive the Podcast. It's not that hard, guys. Just do it.
And just in case TikTok does go through this ban, guys, please go follow us over on Instagram, because that's where we're gonna have to switch to. But yeah, everything is Will You Survive the Podcast except for Alex and Eric WYS.
And you can leave comments and stuff on Spotify if you want to say anything to us. You can also, email us, and we'll shout you out. Do we have any emails?
We'll read
today?
them live. And I do have an email.
Yay!
Oh.
This was based upon our last episode. If you guys remember, it was we were reading scary stories, and I had asked for a scary story. I apologize. I have to pull it up here. I thought I already had it up, but one of our subscribers read it out, and then in the meantime, Josh, didn't you also have a scary story you could have shared with us that I could bring you up and you can tell the peeps? We're signed off, right? Was that?
Oh,
Well, we never
and
officially signed off.
thank you all for listening. This has been the Will You Survive podcast. I have been TJ. That's Alex. That's Eric. And
Hello.
until next time, stay alive. Fuck you, Julia Roberts.